Turn to your friend who invited you here, give him or her a handshake or a hug. Can I ask you to do that? Well done. If the person has invited you here and is still not here, you better call him now. Dear friends, before we even begin, can I kindly request you to do 4 things for me? First thing, can I ask you all to just take out your handphone and kindly switch it to silent mode? Or even say enough of the phone for the day, just switch it off for the next 1.5 hours. Yeah? Second thing, if you have any questions throughout the whole presentation we're going to share with you, I ask you to kindly just keep them to the end, because I'm sure some of your questions will be answered along the way. And the third thing I would love you to help me to do, kindly do not record a video. Even right now, if you like my voice, I will help you to, I'll sing for you separately, but don't record my voice just to respect the speakers, yeah? And the fourth thing, I think all of you here, including myself, I would sincerely ask you all to keep an open mind. Can we do that? Thank you very much. So before we even begin, I would like to share with you 2 clips from the US mainstream video. I'd like to just share with you that the clips doesn't endorse our company, but the products, there's the technology that's behind the mainstream video really endorse what is happening that's right now in the world, but it's very closely related to the technology that's behind our products. So with that, allow me to even enjoy the 2 clips that I'm going to show you right now.
For most of us, these bizarre, otherworldly shapes are strangely beautiful. But the world's best aging researchers see something entirely different. They see the answer to possibly the most important and complex question of all time. Dr. Sinclair, as I look here, I'm seeing very cute little colored cubes.
Well, these little cubes are actually the protein in our bodies that we believe controls the aging process.
If he is right, Dr. David Sinclair has found one of the genetic keys that will reset our biological clocks.
I think we've passed a turning point in our understanding of the aging process.
How did he discover these proteins? This looks like a barcode, but it's really a map of our genome, the blueprint for human life stored in every cell in our bodies. A few of these genes play a key role in the speed at which our cells age. Dr. Sinclair randomly tested tens of thousands of cells, searching for the chemical that would activate those genes.
We found them by accident. We stumbled upon this molecule from red wine. And when I looked on the computer, what is this resveratrol, and found that it was in red wine, I almost fell off my chair. Because, of course, we all have heard that red wine is good for you.
Just so happens, I have red wine.
To your health.
How much of this would I have to drink to really make a difference?
Well, our experiments tell us probably about 1,000 bottles a day.
So that was not the solution. Dr. Sinclair then went back to the lab and found a way to make resveratrol 1,000 times more potent. So what does it do in the body?
Well, what we have discovered is that resveratrol works on a gene which is called SIRT1, and this is a gene that controls the aging process. Resveratrol seeks out that gene and switches it on.
And with that gene activated in the mouse on the right by a high dose of resveratrol, she quickly turned into a mini Olympian, running twice as far as the untreated mouse on the left.
And they were eating high-fat diet, a fatty diet, and they lived just as long as a lean, healthy mouse, which means that they didn't get heart disease, cancer, even osteoporosis, and they lived 30% longer.
Can you do this in humans?
They're the same exact gene. And we think that resveratrol could have similar benefits in people.
Realizing the blockbuster potential for his new pill, Sinclair teamed up with biotech entrepreneur Chris Westphal, together raising more than $100 million for further research.
And we think that we can increase healthy lifespan. So if you're in your 80s, you'll be behaving as if you were in your 50s.
In the first human trial, a form of resveratrol successfully treated type 2 diabetes, one of the major diseases of aging.
If everything goes very well, we will seek regulatory approval from the FDA in the next 5 years.
I think a lot of people will say you're raising expectations. This can't possibly happen.
My answer to that is, I agree, but it's true. What else can I say? Aging is really a set of diseases, and if we slow them down and cure them, people will live longer, healthier lives.
And you're talking especially now about diabetes and Alzheimer's?
So the major killers of Western society are exactly the diseases that should be able to be treated with the drugs we're developing.
Well, you know what, Doctor?
Cheers.
When doctors perform cancer surgery, they often remove so much tissue that it leaves serious indentations. And when the surgery is done on the face, it can alter a person's appearance.
Health specialist Denise Dodor joins us now to explain how one doctor has developed a procedure to restore what was taken by the cancer.
I haven't seen anything like this, so take a look at this. The science of stem cells can help doctors restore weak hearts and help heal joints. Now a local doctor is using adult stem cells to reconstruct tissue, nerves, and bone destroyed by cancer and the cancer treatment. It gave hope to one man who was told repeatedly nothing could be done to restore his face. Take a good look at Herschel McCallian's face. You'd never know he used to have a gaping hole on the right side.
I was very sad. I was very angry that the doctors previously, they did the surgery, even though it was the right things to do.
He had a salivary gland cancer that required the removal of part of his jaw.
I had a tremendous amount of pain in my jaw area because of the nerves they were basically exposed. I looked for a reconstruction surgeon. Most doctors, they did not want to touch me.
That is, until he met cosmetic surgeon Dr. Nathan Newman. He pioneered a new treatment called the stem cell lift. He removes fat from the patient and harvests one of the body's most precious resource, adult stem cells. He then doubles and triples the concentration of stem cells before injecting.
The stem cells is what brings in the new blood vessels, rebuilds the structures, maintains the volume by replacing the fat cells that die off.
Not only can the fat and stem cells be used for cosmetic reasons, Dr. Newman says the stem cells are so smart they can also break up scarring caused by the cancer treatment and rebuild and reconstruct surrounding tissues.
We take these fat cells that are enriched with stem cells and put it next to bone. I can actually grow bone and make that bone stronger and bigger.
Dr. Newman says there's no risk of rejection because you're using your own fat and stem cells. It took about 2 years and about 24 injections. Herschel says nobody can even tell he ever had a dent in his jaw, and the nerves and tissues appear to have healed.
He has given me my face back, he has given me my confidence back, he has given me my hope back.
And the price of the procedure depends on how many injections a person needs. The treatment of one area could run into the thousands. Dr. Newman says almost anyone can be a candidate for a stem cell lift, and the only limitation is that the procedure is dependent on how much fat a patient has. And he's doing all kinds of different things, including the eyes and the face, and we're going to tell you more about that in future reports.
The patient's face looks great.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah. Denise, thank you.
Wow. There is amazing technology behind the videos. Just want to share, some of you have already drank 1,000 bottles of red wine. How many red wine drinkers are here? Just in the packet, yeah, we can some of you have drank that already. And, so without further ado, let me bring up the first speaker, a very dear friend of mine. And she's a lady who has been very successful, 17 years in a corporate career in a huge MNC. And for me, to describe her as a very dear friend, a lady with a very big heart, and always willing to share. And she's a lady full of energy. And if you're around her, just a meter, you can feel her passion and her fire. So really, to invite such a person, our applause has to be 10 times that you're welcoming on stage. So without further ado, can we put our hands together to welcome my dear friend, Jeunesse. The longer your applause will come, the more you will share.
because he says that within a meter you will feel my energy. I got to speak louder. Thankfully, I have a mic in my hands. So, you guys okay tonight? Yes. Really? Yes. The last we heard, there's 600 people in this room. But it sounds like there's 6 of you. So you're going to do better than this. Or else, you will hear my heart count then. How are you, everyone? Great. Okay, a bit better. I just got to warm you up a little bit. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Joanne, and for those who are meeting me for the first time, it is my pleasure to meet you. And I hope I have an opportunity to say hi to you later. Before I start sharing with you this wonderful business opportunity that has literally transformed my life and the lives of many people around the world, is it okay if I take 2 minutes to introduce myself? Yes. Okay, my name is Joanne, as I said, it's the 3rd time already. You can tell I'm nervous. I'm actually 40 years old. Can you tell? No. Say louder. Okay, I'm 40. Thank you. 20, is it? 20? I buy you coffee, okay? I'm married. I have a son who's 2 years old. Myself, as Lincoln said, I spent about 17 years in the corporate world. Before I got involved in Jeunesse, I was pretty much somebody who is very much like many of you seated here. Every day I go to work. On average, I work about 16 hours for 17 years of my life, and for the longest time, I thought that was the best life I could have, until I met Jeunesse. And I realized that there is more to life than what I see. And it is thanks to this lovely lady over here. She's my neighbor, a very capable one, because when I grew very fat after I gave birth, she came up to me and said, "Would you like to lose weight?" And I said, "That sounds like a good idea." So I didn't really look much into it, but I trusted her, and I tried the product, and after 10 weeks, I lost 10 kg. And I was amazed by what the products could do. So I pulled my PhD husband, he has a PhD in bioengineering. I said, "Take a look at the science for the products, please. I have no clue whether the doctors are bullshitting me or not." Okay, so he looked at it and he told me they're great, you can take. And that was when I realized maybe there is something here, that I don't see in the beginning, but I'd like to find out. So I spent 1.5 years doing this business part-time, but really I was just having fun. I was just meeting people, traveling, using the products, looking younger every day. I love to go to our meetings because everywhere I go, people tell me I'm slimmer, I'm more beautiful. So you want to hear compliments like that? You must come and join us, okay? But for tonight, I'm sure you're not here to listen to me tell you about how beautiful I am, right? You're here because I think most of you have something in your life that you are looking for. You may not know what it is, you may not actually say what it is, but my assumption is if you're going to take some time out of your life to be here tonight on a Tuesday evening, you are looking for something in your life. I don't know what that is. Maybe you're looking for your own definition of success. I'm sure a lot of you in this room, if not all of you, are already very successful in your own right. But I'm also sure that if you really think about it, there's something in our lives that all of us can really look to have more of, or maybe you want to break through to the next level. Perhaps you're looking for a more fulfilling career, or maybe quality time with family, like me. Working 16 hours a day was not funny when I have a son, 2 years old, first-time mother, and a husband who is as clueless as me. So we really wanted to be able to spend more time with family and to really start the family that both of us can be proud of. And maybe you're like me as well. You're looking at personal and financial freedom. How many of you here have some kind of mortgage? House, car, bicycle? I don't know what you have, okay? Okay, but all of us have some kind of obligations in our life, right? Financial obligations to our loved one, to ourselves. At the very least, every day we would like to have the ability to go to sleep, peace of mind, not worrying that tomorrow we have no food to eat. Right? And in Singapore, our lives is very, very stressful. So sometimes maybe you ask yourself this question, what actually is success? And everybody defines success differently. But I think every one of us know that we have to work hard to get anywhere in life, am I right? But do you know people who work hard and yet they still struggle to get ahead? Okay, you can think about that. What about knowledge? The more knowledge you know, as far as we can tell, right? Isn't that what our governments tell us all to do? To continue to learn? And all of that is true. I can tell you, the more knowledge you have, probably you will be able to have better opportunities than those who don't. But I can also tell you, me, myself, I have a master's in applied economics, my husband has a PhD. Combined, it does not guarantee that we have a good life. We have a decent life. We are comfortable, but it does not guarantee us success in life. So really what the society has taught us is to really look at our life like, there's a formula. We do our best to get as far ahead as we can in education. We will get a good education. That's what all our parents tell us, right? A boy, a girl, please study hard. Correct or not? 用功读书, right? Go as far as you can. Get a good education, and hopefully after that you get a good job. So, it's quite common to find people spending 40 years of their life working 40 hours a week so that they can retire with 20% of their income. Am I right? Nobody's nodding your head. I know why. Because in Singapore, we work more than 40 hours a week. Right? Am I right? Yes. Probably we have to work more than 40 years of our lives. Yes. And then we retire with less than 20% of our income. Am I correct? So, jokes aside, that's the reality we're looking at. We're talking about living a good life. Nobody works hard in order to live a lousy life when they're old. Am I right? Everyone works hard to provide themselves and their loved ones with a good life. But the track that we are put on, this 40-40-20 rule, is it really the way to go for every one of us? Well, I would gather that because you're in this room, I think maybe somewhere in you, somewhere in your heart, you know that maybe there's something else out there for me. Am I right?
Yes.
I see a few heads nod. Okay, good. So, one way to break out of this mold, as we know, is that you can become a business owner. Who in this room is a business owner? Or have tried to start your own business before, in one way or another? Good. Please give a round of applause to all these brave souls, these entrepreneurs, who take a step out of their comfort zones. So the way to start business is that generally two ways. One is that you rely on your own experience, your own education and knowledge, and very likely you have to invest quite a lot of money to start a business, start a shop. Maybe you can do something, provide a service or whatever. But that is actually one of the toughest ways to start a business. And I think those who have started a traditional business before would know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of stress, there's a lot of risk, and at the end of the day, you just need one thing that's not within your control. Maybe an economic crisis, and your whole business would fold. All the effort that you have put in would have gone down the drain. That's a possibility, isn't it? Another way to start a business, as some would tell you, is to start a franchise business. A franchise business would be like what? Very common one. McDonald's, Subway, Starbucks, all of these are franchises. And so if you have a large sum of money in hand and you're thinking of investing, maybe you can go buy one of these franchises. But again, it means that you need to have the initial investment, which is typically quite large. For example, McDonald's in the US will cost you upwards of $1 million US. You would think with so many McDonald's around the world, it would be quite easy to start a McDonald's franchise, right? Not true. Okay, you actually need to rethink that strategy. So, if we really look at it, is there something out there that really is better than what we traditionally have been told? And if we look at the successful experience of all the very, very successful entrepreneurs around the world, you will be able to identify two very simple factors that needs to exist in order for you to have a good chance of having a successful business. These two factors are very simply, the first one, you have to catch a trend by finding a timely opportunity. Alright, the timely opportunity. And the second is to get on with a proven system that will teach you the know-how to duplicate your success every year and hopefully for the rest of your life. Who would like that kind of business? You get it right one time, you keep going on, right? That's the duplication. So tonight you are here because someone found something and they'd like to share it with you. And this something is called Jeunesse. Jeunesse is actually started in 2009, September 9th. We're a very young company. We're less than 5 years old. In fact, we only turn 5 next month. And we are an innovator in anti-aging technologies. We specialize in that. And that is our core competency. We have a global e-commerce platform that allows anyone who is interested in this business to bring this business to a global map. In fact, right now, within 4 years of operations, Jeunesse is already shipping directly to more than 100 countries and territories around the world. I don't know of any other business in my 17 years of corporate career that gives me that kind of scalability. Please give Jeunesse a big round of applause. This company, exciting as it sounds, was started by this lovely couple here, Wendy Lewis and Randy Ray. The two of them are already, they can retire many times over, multi-millionaires. They don't need this business to get rich. But what they do recognize is that everyone deserves a chance. Because their lives, they came from very humble beginnings, but they found their chance, they created their opportunities, they took their chances, and they are where they are right now. And they created Jeunesse to empower people who have dreams. You guys have dreams?
Yes!
Really?
Yes!
Very good, that sounds like you have dreams. What they have done is that they have put more than 20 years of experience in managing, designing, creating, and writing the programs for computer IT infrastructures for global Fortune 500 companies. Now these companies, they bring their operations all over the world, and they really need very powerful IT structures to support the operations. And Wendy and Randy are the ones who have worked with many of such companies. And in Jeunesse, what they have created is a unique global business opportunity of infrastructure that has offices and logistics centers in more than 20 different countries. And right now, we are shipping to more than 100 territories and countries. So that is something that is truly exciting as far as scalability is concerned, the platform. But what about what is behind this timely opportunity? What is so special about Jeunesse? There are lots of good companies out there, I'm very sure. But I think what I'm going to share with you here, if you can understand what I'm saying, you will be so excited you won't be able to sleep. Remember just now I said there are two factors that you need to have to set up a good business, to increase your chances of success. The first one is, you got to ride on a timely opportunity. And that is what Jeunesse is. We are a timely opportunity that currently meets global demands. We offer world-leading anti-aging biotechnologies. And at the same time, if you so choose, you will have the opportunity to create your own personal and financial freedom. Create your own economy. How about that? No longer do you have to rely on anybody else to tell you how much you're worth. So what is behind this company? With every great company, there must be a great product or a service platform. And what we have here is something we are all very proud of. We call it the Youth Enhancement System, which is created by a group of pioneers in anti-aging medicine. And we're not talking about just any doctors you can find on the streets. We're working with some of the best brains you can find in the world in the anti-aging industries. Let us take a look at two of them. The first person I want to point to is Dr. Nathan Newman, the guy on the bottom. And he's the one you saw in the second video just now, if you paid attention, okay? So he is widely known to be a pioneer in adult stem cell technology, and he is somebody who has found ways to use stem cell technology to help people to not only look younger, but to also age, how should I put it, age in a way that's more graceful without having to go under the knife. He himself is a very successful cosmetic surgeon based in Beverly Hills, and he, with his own practice, he is already a very, very successful doctor. He does not, again, need to work for a company. But now he's working with Jeunesse to bring his expertise to the world. The second person that I want to introduce you to is Dr. Vincent Jampapa on top. He comes in many, many different titles. He dedicated his life to study and understand what it means for the body to age. Right? Most of us think of aging as wrinkles, saggy skin, saggy bum, everywhere saggy. Fair enough? Yeah, but for him, he looks inside. He looks at how we can help ourselves actually to age in a way that is both healthy and give you optimal health. But let me share with you a recent development which is very exciting, and we're very, very proud to be associated with Dr. Vincent Jampapa. He has been nominated to win this year's Nobel Prize in Medicine for excellence in stem cell technology. So that's the kind of people, the caliber of doctors who chooses to work with Jeunesse. And we have the expertise at our service. So what they have designed is a system of products. The Youth Enhancement System is one that helps us to grow from the outside in and inside out. So we're not just talking about, a series of health supplements and creams that make you look young. It actually redefines what youth means for every single one of us. So let us take a look at the very first thing that everyone is excited about. The reason why I look 20 when I'm really 40, I have to thank this skincare technology, adult stem cells technology in our Luminance skincare. This is actually a technology that allows our cells to talk to each other. We have one of the highest growth factors complex possible in the market. So what that does is that just as I'm speaking to you in English, our cells talk to each other through a chemical language called growth factors. So with all the growth factors, 248 of them in our product, it can stimulate our own body to produce and to produce essential proteins as well as to help you look young, even when you are chronologically older. Okay? Who would like to look like you are 30 when you are 50? I'm not 50 yet, but I like to look 30. By the time I turn 50, I like to look 30. Huh? I only saw half the room raise your hand, so I don't know what the rest of you are thinking. Maybe you prefer the other way. 30 looks like 60, huh? Never mind. Alright, next. Let me show you a couple of pictures to show you what some people who have used our products are actually saying about our products. This lady over here, she's in the 70s, and you can see from the top picture that actually her skin would be what you expect for somebody in her 70s, yeah? Dry, and all the wrinkles, and all the dark shadows, and all of that. And that was before she used our serum. And after 19 days, just 19 days of using our serum, look at the bottom picture. She looks literally 5 to 10 years younger. Am I right? Yeah? Now, that's just a picture. Let me show you scientific evidence. Over here, you will see this lady. Her name is Winnie. Now, Winnie is in her 60s when she took this picture, and she was so brave. She applied the serum on half her face only. Can you tell which half? It's quite obvious, actually. This is the half where she applied it. She applied our serum on her right side of her face for 10 weeks, and you can tell straight away that her skin is firmer over here, and the love lines is not so obvious, and her eye bags have improved tremendously. So basically, if you see her at that time, she looks like she has a stroke. Okay, her face is a little bit singy on, okay? But if you really look at it, some people are still skeptical about it. In fact, she spoke to a friend who's a skin cancer specialist, and he said, you know what, if you allow me to take a picture of your skin, then I'll be convinced. And so she did. And this is the picture on the right side over here, you will see. On this side of her face, where no serum was applied, is actually a red patch. That's just our blood vessels being exposed because we have lost all our collagen. When you're 62, you have no collagen left in your body. Okay? On the other side, however, you will notice on the same face, but the side that has applied serum for 10 weeks, it has this brown tinge that is new skin as well as white patches, these little dots. These are actually new baby collagen. That's what the skin doctor said. And this is the picture that has traveled around the world because this is the very first scientific evidence we have that our product does what we say it does. It helps our skin, our body to rejuvenate and to regenerate using your skin's natural ability to grow and repair. Isn't that amazing? Can we give Dr. Vincent Papa as well as all the doctors that are working around the world? Because these are some of the things that we can hear of, but right now we already have products that can actually be used and we have ready access to that you can improve your lives with. And the next series of products that we have, there's a whole range of them, is actually a group of nutritional products. These are not drugs. They're nutritional products that you can help to take care of yourself from the outside, from the inside out. In fact, our doctors have put together some of the most exciting anti-aging technologies that you can find in the current industry to help us with our cellular regeneration, such as nutrigenomics, DNA repair, and antioxidant technologies. The packet that each of you received when you came in, you would already have drank 1,000 bottles of red wine, right, according to Lincoln, minus all the alcohol. But what you have taken in is some of the most powerful antioxidants you will find in the market in the most bioavailable form, which is a gel form. Okay? So tonight we're not doing a product demonstration or a product training, so I'm not going to talk much about it. But if you're interested to know about the products, then you can find out by trying them out yourself, because nothing beats your own experience in using the products themselves. Okay? Now, I've talked a little bit about the platform. I've talked about the technology platform. I've already talked a little bit about the product. So what we're talking about here is we have the right business platform at the right timing. Less than 5 years old, we are already in 100 different markets and territories around the world. If you choose to ride on these buses, you are actually on a supersonic aircraft to a global market. What we are talking about here is that we are capturing global demand from the baby boomers. People born in 1946 to 1964. These are the people who are retiring in the next 10 to 20 years. They spend their entire life building the wealth that we have right now to give us a good life. Now is their time to enjoy the fruits of their labor. And when they come into the market, they are looking for products and opportunities to help them to look young and live well. Do you know people like that? Yes. Your parents, your grandparents, your neighbors, you know, they're all over, they're around us, and not just in Singapore, they're all over the world. So that's why we say it's a global demand. We have a global e-commerce business platform that captures the global marketplace. So why do we keep saying global, global, global? It's not because Joanne is a broken record. Because I want you to know that the unique part of our business opportunity is your ability to go global right as you stay here in Singapore. You know, I've been doing this business sitting in my home. As of October last year, I quit my 17-year career to focus on this business because I realized that if I don't grasp this opportunity, that it will pass me by. So I don't know whether you feel the same way sitting here tonight, but I can tell you, as a business, it doesn't come any easier than this one. Everything is set up for you already. And of course, if you are looking and paying attention to what I was sharing just now, you now already have access to some of the most cutting-edge biotechnologies. Today, we are 5 to 10 years ahead of the market. So there is this window right here, talking about maybe 5 years. And if you really see and understand what I'm saying, then you want to come on board. I know normally by this time, people are very, very excited about the business. But the next question that popped into their head is, how do I do this business now? Can I do it? Am I right? Most of the times you see good things, but then we go, this one, yeah lah, Joanne can do, but I cannot do lah. I'm not so beautiful, I don't talk so well, you know, I don't have a master's degree, cannot do it. Okay, but let me tell you this, after doing the business for 2 years, none of those things that I said is even important for you to do this business. The only thing you need to do this business is to find the right system to follow. And the beauty about this business in Jeunesse is that we have a system already proven and tested. In fact, a proven business system in a global marketplace that will enable you to grow and expand your business. Do you like that? I take the guesswork out of it for you. Is it okay? But I'm not going to tell you about it because there's someone in this room who is way more qualified than me. I'm just an appetizer. She's the main course tonight. Okay? So she's somebody who has traveled miles and miles away, okay, from the USA. In fact, this few days she's supposed to be here for a family holiday. She's married to a Singaporean. She has 2 kids. So she brought them all in her luggage back to Singapore. Okay. They're here for a family holiday. But because she knows that in Singapore there are lots of people, you know, lots of people who are looking for ways to fulfill their destinies. And she knows that there's a group of people here in the Jeunesse family who are all looking towards her for leadership. So she graciously and generously gave up 1 day of her family holiday. She started out with us this morning all the way to this evening. And she is none other than one of the top leaders in our Jeunesse system, all the way from the United States, our Diamond Director, Ms. Yvonne Yan! So let her share with us what the system can do for you.
I don't know if I can talk as fast as Joanne, but I tried, okay? So good evening, Singapore. Good evening. Well, it's my honor to be back to Singapore. I think I'm originally from Taiwan and moved to the United States and stayed there for 20-something years. And somehow, somewhere, I met another Singaporean in Los Angeles. So I'm half Singaporean. So So is that okay with you? So please do not discriminate me, okay? I'm half Singaporean. So I think Joanne did a wonderful job to tell you about what is the trend and what really you need in order to capture the trends. So before I talk about the second half of the presentation, which is about money. Is it okay for me to share with you my background briefly? Yes. Okay. So before I joined Jeunesse, I actually has been in the financial planning business for about 15 years. So I used to manage one of the biggest financial service firm in downtown Los Angeles. But later on, I realized I'm not really building my dream, I'm building my boss dream. So after 7 years, I left the corporate world. I started my own financial practice as a financial advisor. So all these years, I thought I was doing pretty good. And I really enjoy working with people. But you never know, sometimes when an opportunity knocks, if you answer, your life can change totally. So back in 4 or 5 years ago, I received a phone call from my own investment client. And he said, Yvonne, you gotta come listen to this opportunity. So to me, I'm open-minded, and number two, he's my client. I just have to play along, right? How many of you are realtor here or insurance agents here? We just have to serve our clients. So when they want to see us, sure, okay? So in the brief time, when he shared with me what you have just heard about this global opportunity, that time I did not understand everything. So if you have not captured everything what Joanne has said, that is okay. But it's one thing I took away from the meeting is he told me, Yvonne, through this platform, you are able to make money from strangers all over the world. I say, huh? He said, you can make money from strangers all over the world. And I look at my financial practice. The most I can build is in California, not even in the United States. In USA, the financial compliance, you can only allow to build in one state. Don't even talk about I was able to build my financial practice outside of United States. Number two is in the traditional business, you only build business through referral. And let me ask you a question, my friends. Do you think there are more strangers around or the people you know? Who has more? Strangers. So if there is a platform able to provide me something that I can never ever have through my traditional business, do you think it's a wise idea for me at least to take a look? So that is the history. After I sign up, okay, I get a chance to really observe. I was a skeptical son of Singaporeans. Okay, is this real? Huh? What kind of platform? But at least I do not close the door. I get a chance to really observe, to really see, to really feel. And after 1 year of my membership in Jeunesse, I saw all my financial practice. And to decide to do Jeunesse full time. Why? Because I found something that I could never ever get through my traditional business. Why should I invest the next 20 years of my time to build something, still not be able to provide me something I really want, which is to build my global business. So as the first time in this network marketing or in e-commerce industries, right now my business has spread to over 40-something countries. And me personally never traveled to these 40 countries. Sometimes I look at my sales report, some of the country I cannot even pronounce. So you look at it, what you have seen today is something, it's called revolutions. So I would ask every one of you, if you are open to capture the trends, to really use this trend to do something with your life, do me a favor, have the open mind for the next 10-15 minutes, because I'm going to present it to you. It's not something you ever learned from the textbook. You tell me, I never been to Japan. I don't have a friend in Japan, but I override Japan's sales volume. It shouldn't happen in the traditional world, but time has changed. So if you're open-minded, you are open to this business opportunity, opportunity, you know what? You never know. One decision today might change your life. So I'm very grateful. This time I take my family come to Singapore. You know, this afternoon I was doing a training to a group of individuals. You know, Jeunesse is only what? Not even 5 years old. But I already know my husband 20 years. That means I have been to Singapore 20 years ago, every year. And you know what? I never be able to imagine. You know, I still need to come here to visit my in-laws. But this time, the last 4 or 5 years, I'm able to enjoy my personal time and conduct the business at the same time. I mean, is that ironic? It's not ironic, but it's kind of strange. I never know. This business allowed me to build the countries that I never thought I can really take advantage or leverage. I mean, insurance business, I can never build overseas. Okay? So now if you have an open mind, you say, you know what, tell me about this business platform. I'm going to tell you, this time you are not alone. I don't care you are a professional or you used to own a traditional business owner or you are a business owner at this moment. Today, we provide you the second key factors to be able to succeed in the business, which is a great system. Because what the company already put together, okay, a great group leaders have put together is a system that will teach you, that will provide you the information, provide you the knowledge. So it doesn't matter if you can speak as good as Joanne. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter if you have done any business before. If you just have an open heart, you know, this can be your golden opportunity. So what I would like to tell you is what you need to do in order to override 40 countries, in order to really, you know, take advantage of these trendy opportunities. Okay, you need to do two things, just like what I did a couple years ago. Number one is you want to what? You will receive the turnkey business opportunity. Once you decide to be a member, the company will provide you everything you need to build a business. You will get your personalized website. You will have your on-time, real-time back office. Okay, and you will also what? Enjoy the pay-in, pay-out solution. So everything you need to build a business is not as complicated as you think. You don't need to go out to rent an office. You don't need to go out to hire staff. You don't even need to take a course to learn. The company already provides you a turnkey business systems. Okay, so number two, what you need to do is once you become a member, you just need to choose a package because you are in the anti-aging arena. Okay, so if you say, no, Yvonne, okay, I want everyone to do one thing, do one exercise. I want you to take a deep breath. Can you smell the money? If you smell the money, what you need to do is choose a business building package. Okay? But if you have not smelled the money, or you say, you know, Yvonne, maybe that's not for me, which is okay, but I want to take care of myself, then you can choose a consumer package because you certainly do not want to look the oldest among your friends. Okay? So, if you like, you just need to pick the package that is the most suitable to your needs. Okay, now, let's get some excitement. I'm going to share with you there are 6 different ways of making money in Jeunesse. Okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. And out of the 6 different ways, I will divide it into the 2 groups. The first group is one-time income. How many of you went to work today? Raise your hand, please. Oh, you said, you know, I'm so tired, I cannot raise my hands. Okay? Okay. I know they did not look too happy. I was in your shoes. I know your pain. Okay? 9 to 5. Okay, you are making a what? What you are making is what you call is what? Linear income. You use your time to trade for money. But I can tell you 90% of the wealthy people on the planet, they make money from the second way, which is called residual income. Do you like to have 24/7 business running even though you are not around? Yes. Okay, we all want that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you one by one briefly. So out of these 6 different categories, you can choose based on your preference, based on your background. If you like, you can make all money from 6 different categories. Or if you say, you know what, Yvonne, okay lah, I'm not greedy, I just want to make a few, which is okay. Okay, this is the beauty of this business is everyone is independent. You can choose what will be the best for you. I think that's one of the reasons we can attract so many successful educated individual to the business because there's no pressure. Everyone is independent. There's no right or wrong. But ultimately, you are able to take advantage of something through this trendy opportunity. So the first way of making money is called retail profit. Very simple. Buy low, sell high. So for example, if today you share with your friend, okay, if they make a purchase from the computers, from your website, for example, either a box of reserve or a bottle of serums, the retail price on your website is $193. But your wholesale price as a member is only $122. So the difference will be your profit, which is $71. Let me ask you, are you rich yet? No. No. Okay? Because I'm sure you don't spend your Tuesday evening come to learn how to make $71. Nor do I fly 15 hours, transit in Taipei, fly another 5 hours to be here to teach you how to make $71. Actually, this is just one of the ways to make the money. But in the past 4 years, I gotta tell you, I never made one dime from this category. Why? Because I want to focus on something that is bigger and prettier. Okay? But if you, let's say you own a hair salon or doctor's office, I mean, to you, you already carry some product. Why don't you just share this amazing, latest cutting-edge product with your clients? But you don't have to. This is only one of the options. The second way of making the money is called fast start bonus. How many of you introduce your friend to a restaurant? Raise your hand. How many of you introduce your friend to watch a movie? Raise your hands. Do you get paid for it? No. Do you get a thank you? No. No manners. Your friend don't even say thank you to you? Okay, so in Jeunesse, if your friend, let's say you introduce your friend and they join as a members, the company will give you a thank you with a USD, a US dollars. Okay, so what would they do? For example, if your friend, they sign on an ambassador package, okay, and basically you introduce your friend to do the same. Okay, so let's say you introduce one friend to do the ambassador package, you also assign up another friend put on your left, which I will explain to you later. So what you have just did, by introducing 2 friends to the system, 2 friends to this business opportunity, or 2 friends to be a consumer, you just earn $250 times 2, 500 USD. Okay, I know some of you are thinking, I don't want to make money from friends. We don't make money from friends. In the traditional business world, if a company wants to introduce a new product, they normally do is what? They do advertisements, or they hire a famous celebrity to what? To do the testimonials. But with the Jeunesse, we are on the e-commerce business model. So instead of spending a lot of money in promoting the product, spending on the media, what the company does is use the budget as a fast start bonus. So if you simply share your good experience with your friend, the company already have the reserve budget in the sales and marketing to promote. Because the best sales vehicle is what? Through word of mouth. Okay, so this is the second way. That's why we actually have some working professionals do Jeunesse part-time, which is okay. Why? Because fast start bonus, if you just get on the board, this is your best cash flow business. Because the moment you choose to sign up a package, if you just introduce a few people to do the same, you already recoup your cost back. Okay, so that's why we know later on I will introduce them to the stage. We have some happy distributors by working part-time in Jeunesse, but their income already surpassed their full-time job. How many of you like that? Okay, so you are calling your boss that you are resigning? Hold on, wait till our presentation, okay? Alright, so now look around to see if you have any neighbors who are sleeping. Look around. If they are sleeping, I give you an authority to kick them, to wake them up. The reason is what I'm going to share with you is something I call revolution. And that's the reason I let go my 15 years of my financial planning background to do Jeunesse full-time. Because what I'm going to share with you is something you never see before. But something you never see before does not mean they do not exist. Okay, in the last 4 or 5 years, there are many people already enjoy the benefit of these global platforms. So I'm going to share with you the next way of making money in the residual category, which is called team commissions. So let's say you join the business. We have two teams, one on the left, one on the right. So as you start sharing with your friend, they share with your friend. I mean, how many of you play Facebook? I hope you're not playing right now, okay? Facebook, did you ever post a great picture, a good article? Okay, let's say you have 50 friends on Facebook, okay? And some of your friends share the article that you post. And your friend also has another 50 friends that you do not know. And their friend also share with their friends. So at the end, somehow it turned back to you. You only have 50 friends on Facebook. There are 2,000 people like your pictures. You saw that before? Yes. That is called the power of the network. The power of the internet marketing. So now the team commission is the same concept. When you start sharing with a few friends, they also share with their friends. So now you allow to expand your business infinitely deep. So anytime, let's say you are here, you share with your two friends, and they also share with their friends. So anytime someone somewhere, doesn't need to be in Singapore, can be outside of Singapore, doesn't need to be your friend, can be someone through your friend to your friend, become a strangers, but it's still in your organization. So every time they make a purchase of the product and they choose a sign-up package, every time there's a 300 on the left, 600 on the right, or vice versa. Every time there's a 900 CV, because every product has a point. What the company would do is the company will pay you $35. Yeah, so Yvonne, only $35. Don't look at this $35 as the way as the $35 in your wallet. Because this $35 is produced very, very different than how you normally produce the $35. Because in this scenario, very likely you earn the $35 because of someone else's effort, not because of your efforts. Do we have a doctors here? Okay? I know. When you own your clinic or you open your own law firms, let's say you are lawyers, okay? So the moment you put a closed sign on your shop, when the doctor go home after 7 p.m., what happened? Does the doctor make money when the clinic is closed? No. So even this $35, the doctor is not able to make it. Because the doctors is using their own ability to make the money. But in our business platform, it's not about us. It's about we share a few people around us, and they also share with their friend, and they also share with their friend. It's like snowball, okay? And then somehow, somewhere, someone want the business or want to try the product, you get a chance to get a small piece of that, okay? So this is how I call team commission. You leverage on other people's efforts. And let me ask you, do you want to leverage on your own effort 100%, or you would like to leverage 1% from 100 people? Definitely the second way. Okay, that's leverage, the power of leverage. So as you start sharing, okay, the company pay us the commission on a weekly basis. Okay, so every week in this category, the most you can make is 750 times per week. So 750 times 35 is how much? US dollars, $26,250 per week. Is that a lot of money? Yes. Are you jealous? Can you show some excitement? What will you do when you make $26,250 USD per week? What will you do? Anyone want to fire your boss? Hopefully your boss is not in the same room. And you know, I'm very, very glad to stand in front of you today. Because before, every time I share with this slide, I often use the statement. You know, in the last few years, there are some people already get a chance to experience what we call max out. But today, I'm happy to report to you, I also become one of them. This is a doable platform. Okay, I never done this business before. But what I did right is I choose to believe, I choose to take the very first step, and I choose to get involved. Okay, so this is called max out. So every month is 100,000 per month. Okay, will you get a comfortable living in Singapore if you make 100 USD? Yes. Is it okay? Is that enough? It should be enough in any country around the world, right? Okay, let me do the calculation for you. Is like Singapore 136,000 a month. How many of you would like to get a piece of that? Okay, it's definitely doable if you choose to believe it. Okay, so this is called team cycle commission, and there's no close hour, there's no office hours. 24/7, because your business is online. There's no physical shop, there's no physical office. Do you know what I like to do every morning when I wake up? Before Jeunesse, that's one of the side effects about Jeunesse. Okay, one little small side effect, but you want to have this side effect also. Before I joined Jeunesse, every day when I wake up, I would say hello, good morning to my husband. But not anymore. That become not the first priority. Right now, after I wake up, the first thing I would do is go to my nightstand, look at my handphone, and to see how much money I have made when I sleep. That is a true story. And now, I gotta tell you, my husband has tried to get the password of my back office because he just cannot justify. He is an IT professional, but the lifestyle I have in a short 3-4 years is just something he can never ever see it in the traditional business world. So it's real. Okay, so this is called team cycle commission. If you like to make money 24/7, but you don't have to work 24/7, you just need to put in some time, really get involved. The company, the system will help you to get started. This is just the way. This is just a new way of living. To me, Jeunesse is not about job. It's not about changing career. No, Jeunesse is about a new lifestyle. Who say you have to work very hard, feel tired all the time in order to make a living? Now let's say I live in Los Angeles. So when I come home, my husband would ask me, "What do you do?" I said, "I work." And he looked at me, he doesn't believe I work. He said, "You don't look tired. How can you say you work?" I said, "Who said I have to look higher to prove I work?" Okay, to me, where's my office? I drink latte to latte, iced tea to iced tea. I have no physical office. My office is in the coffee shop at the 5-star hotel lobby to share the business opportunity. This is a new way of living. So if you really want to break free, give yourself a chance, you got to get a taste of this great, amazing platform. So if you think 136,000 Sing dollar a month is not enough, we got more for you. Can you take it? Yes. Can you take it? Yes. Oh, you said, "Yvonne, cannot. My heart is pounding too fast." Okay? So the next way I want to introduce you is called leadership matching bonus. Okay? Do you think there are some people outside of this room work harder than you? Yes. Do you think there are people outside of this room smarter than us? Yes. Yes. But in the traditional business world, you can never ever take advantage of that. You always have to depend on your own ability. But today, there are some people you know, there are some people you do not know. But you can leverage their talents. So that's called leadership bonus. So for example, you introduce me into the business. How many of you do not mind to sponsor a person like me? Okay? Calm down, calm down. Okay? Don't say you want to sponsor someone like me. Even I want to sponsor myself. Okay? So, let's say you sponsor someone like me. Okay? You come into the business and you choose what? You choose the ambassador package. The company will allow you to match 3 levels. So if you sponsor me, I'm known as your level 1. Okay? So what does the level 1 will do is every time I make that $35 team cycle commission, you get a chance to match me 20%. So for example, if this week I make 5,000 USD, how much is the 20% of the 5,000? 1,000. So by having you share with me this great opportunity one time, but every week you receive $1,000 check week after week. Is that okay with you? Yes. Okay? And who is the one doing the work? Me. You share this opportunity with me once. Okay? But you get to enjoy the benefit, the override, week after week. So now the people I introduce, maybe you do not know who they are, but I guarantee you will love them all, because they automatically become your level 2. So every time they make a $35 team cycle commission, you also get a chance to match 15%. Okay? And third level, you get a chance to match 10%. How many of you do not mind to have some extra income based on someone else's effort? Okay, I tell you that when you match 3 levels, the ranking in the company is called Sapphire. Okay, when you become a Sapphire, I mean, there's no guarantee in income in any form, shape, or way. Okay, but I do know the average income of Sapphires is anywhere from $2,000 USD to 30,000-40,000 USD. Okay, so my sponsor, does anyone ever see my sponsor? Trust me, even I don't see my sponsor. But my sponsor is not involved in the business, but because she sponsored someone like me. Then when I see the opportunity, I'm the doer, I take it seriously. Right now, every month, she's making the matching anywhere from 20,000 USD a month to 40,000 USD a month. Woohoo! Trust me, there are many, many Iranians out there. Okay, you never know. One phone call, one sharing, the person might retire you. Okay, so this is called leadership matching bonus. And now let's get to something even bigger. When you get to company diamonds and above, what the company will do is they will reserve 3% of the company CV and being shared by those people who qualify. Okay, so every quarter you get your bonus check. Every quarter. Can you imagine? You know, we are just a regular, ordinary individual, but you get a chance to share a piece of the profit of an international global company. How many of you would like to get a piece of the global sales value? You know, when you want to do it, you know what? Do it right, get a chance to get to diamonds. Okay? Alright, so now, the beauty of the business is not just about money. It's about traveling around the world, enjoy the friendship, enjoy the learnings. So every year the company will sponsor at least 2 trips. So how many of you just been to Alaska last month? Okay, look around, all these are top players. All these are party players, okay? They went to Alaska, you know, 7 days, luxury cruise, enjoy some great time with all the international friends. So this is something, hey, I know going on the vacation is not a big deal. But when you go on the vacation but paid by someone else, I think it's a pretty good deal. Okay? How many of you do not mind to get a vacation for free? Okay, in the meanwhile, you still get paid. Okay, see, on the cruise, there's no Wi-Fi. But you still get your chi-chi, chi-chi. Okay, so this is a new way of doing business. Okay, so if you want to get a piece of that, you want to get involved. So today, I think what we have just shared with you, to me, is a winning formula. I see many working professionals, many traditional business owners, they choose to do what we have done. Why? Because when you really see something, you stay focused, just follow the company, follow the systems, you never know. A year from now, you'll be at a much, much happier place. Still in Singapore. Singapore is a happy place, okay? But you get a chance to override global sales value. You get a chance to know many, many good friends who want more in life. I think to me that is a special synergy. Okay, so what I would like to do next is I would like to invite a few good friends of mine. And they come with different backgrounds. And I would like to have them just tell you their own story, 3 minutes each. Who they are, why they choose to do Jeunesse, and most importantly is what this platform has changed them. Would that be okay with you? Yes. Okay, so I'd like to invite the first gentleman. I mean, he also come from banking industries. I think just before this year, he is at one of the top ranking in the e-commerce arena for a European bank. But in January, he submitted his resume. You know, you might think he's Google, right? When you submit, let go your income and do Jeunesse full time. I have him to tell you the story. So please help me to welcome Raymond Fong. Okay, and next we have a special guest all the way from Malaysia. Okay, and she has been involved in the e-commerce business before, but the progress she has produced in Jeunesse in a short 2 years is already outpaced her efforts from last 10-20 years. And I'm going to have her to tell you the story. Please help me to welcome our Ruby Director, Stephanie, all the way from Malaysia. I beg him, please speak slower. Because every time I listen to his talk, he talks fast. Okay? And I know he's one of the very successful business owners in Singapore. He owns many businesses in different industries. And he's also one of the top trainers in the real estate business. And today, in just a short, under 1 year, is it 1 year? Just about 1 year. Right now, he is very, very close to our Emerald ranking. So let's welcome our future diamond, Mr. Winston. Okay, last but not least, this lady only involved in Jeunesse for 6 months, and she's doing it part-time. Okay, she comes from a very successful real estate business, realtor background. But through an incident, she found this business, and just working part-time now, she already have an amazing results. And she's a very quiet person. Okay, so even a quiet person can do very well in this business. Okay, so please help me welcome our Ruby Director, Miss Mabel.
Hello. Good evening. Thank you. My name is Raymond. I think some of you guys know me. Those who know me by name or even see me, can you raise your hand? Okay, take note of these people. Look for them. They have something to share with you. I guarantee you, whatever they share with you, can help you make money. My name is Raymond Fong, and I've been working in the banking industry for almost 20 years. The first 7 years of my life has been always in Reuters, working as IT. In year 2000 until 2013, like what Yvonne has said, I've been in e-commerce, forex exchange trading, and my last post that I have held for almost 4 years is the regional head of FX e-commerce in a European bank. Why have I stopped banking and put it aside? One simple reason. At the age of 38, I cannot accept the fact that I'm just a regional head and I cannot go further. It doesn't make sense to me in a European bank. I believe every one of us has a true potential and also has value in us. But the question is, do we dare to take the leap of faith and do something else? Bring up the entrepreneur in you. That will bring you to a different level. Totally different from what you know yourself is capable of doing. Don't ever let someone's opinion become your reality. That's a fact I have to deliver to you. Of course, like what Yvonne has said, and this year I decided to put my job aside and do Jeunesse full time. And all thanks to Yvonne, she has been my teacher, and I've learned a lot. Just one last thing to give to you guys. Sometimes you have to believe in someone that you have trusted to do something that you've never done before. Don't jump off the cliff. Trust me, you'll learn how to fly along the way. Okay, thank you very much.
OK， 大家晚上好。我是 Stephanie 啊，来自马来西亚。OK， 其实在我还没有加入美商节食之前呢，我这20多年呢，我都是在做传统的销售行业，就是所谓的手停口停，那么银行的钱就跟着停了。那么在2012年的时候呢，就是说我的生意呢开始慢慢的走下坡，那时候真的是整个人很彷徨啊，因为经济也就是面对那个经济的问题，不过好彩很幸运，因为遇到我的贵人就是我的好朋友艾米，就把这个节食这个平台呢介绍了给我。不过那时候呢，我是以应酬式的方式呢就签下了那个大配套 ，OK。但是很幸运的就是说，当艾米把我介绍给 Samson 的时候呢，当我见了 Samson 那一天晚上之后呢，我就不能够睡觉到现在。为什么呢？因为呢，其实我发现到就是我们2个人的这个时间的付出是一样的，但是呢，那个收入的速度呢，是他比我特别快的。就在那个时候呢，我就跟我的先生呢，就决定了飞去香港呢，就参了那个我们 attend 我们的香港节食大学。像那边呢，其实呢，这个就是我要找的平台。一，它是互联网的时代已经来临了。2，我看到我们有公司的背景，还有博士的团队。其实让我真的impress 到的就是我们的001 Kim 会。我看到他的系统，我看到的文化，这个就是我要跟的人。就那时候开始呢，我直接呢打了一封 email 给我的公司，我跟他讲 I would like to terminate myself。所以从那里开始呢，我就full time到现在为止。那么在这2年时间呢，我整个团队呢去了20个国家。像以往所讲的，其实那20个国家呢，有时候我名字我是念不到，但是这个20个国家我还没有飞过去。所以这个就是我要找的一份工作，而且呢，很幸运这2年里面呢，我去了得到了公司的旅游奖。去年呢，我去了 Europe， 那么今年呢，我是去了美国阿拉斯加。真的，在玩的当时呢，我的收入是进来的。所以在在我上个月去玩的时候呢，我很开心。为什么？因为我的持续性的收入比我去年来的更多。所以这次我是拿到5000块美金。当我在玩的时候。所以，假如以往我的工作呢是绝对是不可能的，而且我很庆幸，我也是把我2个孩子呢送去国际学校去读，因为毕竟我是华人，我是认为我们是华人的话，什么都是可以穷，就是不能够穷教育。但是我想跟你们分享的，其实我是后知后觉的人。为什么？当初艾米跟我讲的时候呢，我是以门外汉呢来看这个生意，我是迟了8个月才正式进入节食。虽然我是签了，但是我不敢。为什么？怕死，因为传销太多了，在马来西亚。所以在这8个月的时候，我是在观察着。当时在我在观察的时候呢，很可惜，为什么呢？因为我当时我不相信他。假如当时我相信他的时候呢，我相信我今天的业绩不是这样差。为什么？艾米这个团队呢，已经大概来到整20千个人，那么我本身才来到8000个人吧。那么收入呢，它已经将近要超过6位数字了，这样不用讲了我了。所以说有时候我是非常暗怼的。所以呢，我要以李嘉诚这个就是说，李嘉诚是他讲的，我们人呢实际上就是输在犹豫，赢呢就是在赢在行动。所以说看准了的话，就马上要签到。OK， 谢谢大家。
大家早上好，全channel， check channel 5. Okay, hi, hello everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Winston. Okay, I'm currently married. I have 3 beautiful kids, 3 girls, and I'm currently 35 years old. Okay, but a lot of people always, taxi driver. Last night I was taking a taxi back. Taxi driver asked me, which school are you studying? Do I know at 35? You know my secret already, so anyway, so I use the doctor's products, so if you want to look as young like me, then you try the products, okay? Yeah, so amazing products. So anyway, a little bit background on myself. I started my entrepreneurial journey in 2003, and I started my first online business, okay? Not really to sell products, but basically we developed online development software for Amazon and Apple, and we developed the back-end software development where we could be able to measure customer behavior online. So I did that until Google came up with a free version, so my revenue dropped. So in 2009 I joined ERA as a real estate agent, That time my dad actually got cancer and he passed away, so he left us with quite a lot of debt. So if your parents didn't leave you anything, be grateful, okay? So with the debt, so I went to join ERA as a real estate agent. In my first month when I did ERA, God actually blessed me and managed to close a deal that my commission was 300,000 in my first month. And then subsequently 1 year, I think I made over 800,000 in real estate. So after subsequently, I also started a company with my brother. So we started this brand called Benjamin Barker. Has anyone ever heard of this brand before? Okay, we do men's retail wear. Yeah, so we have about five outlets right now, and we also opened up a new cafe at Cathay. So at the same time, I also started a training company because of my result in real estate. I started training real estate agents. Just curious, any students here? Okay, a couple of you guys. So from there, when I got to know this, one of my students, I want to thank Irene, which is my student who shared with me. Now she's more like my mama, you know. So she showed me the business, and because I myself am quite well versed online, so I know that when I look at the system, the e-commerce platform that they built for us is very complex to make. I mean, I did a study; it costs at least minimum 20,000, and you can't even build the minimal function of what the company has built. You know, at least 20,000 into the system. So when I found the system, I was like, wow, it's amazing. I don't have to keep products. I don't have to stock up products. I don't have to deliver products. And the website is built for you and immediately can reach to 100 countries. So this is the first time I've encountered such an e-commerce model that's able to leverage to about 100 countries. So fast forward for about 11 months now, because the company has what Yvonne has shared, they have a proven system. So what I did was just follow the system with no background experience in this business. Right now my business has expanded to about 22 countries. I've never met any people in these 22 countries. You know, and I think my group, my leverage distribution channel has spread about to 5,900 people in just this short couple of months. And at the same time, I went to Alaska trip, and because of that, during that trip itself, like what Yvonne said, we had no Wi-Fi. You know, I came back, I'm still about $10,000-$20,000 richer. So how many of you would like to go for holiday and get paid for it? Okay, so that was what happened to me. So when I look at this business model, it's totally different from what's out there. So I hope the same thing that's happened for me, I hope it will happen to you. And I want to thank all my business partners. How many of my business partners are here? Okay. I want to thank all my business partners here. And because of you guys, because of Wanchi, and because of Yvonne. If not because of Yvonne, we wouldn't be here today, would we? Alright, so we want to thank Yvonne for bringing this opportunity into our lives. So that now, I don't have to work 16 hours a day in my business now. If you run a traditional business, you should know that you work longer hours than your employees. At first, I thought that, you know, I have leverage, but I didn't realize that my leverage was weak, you know. And I didn't realize that I was building a business where the business owned me, not I own the business. So I hope this doesn't happen to you. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys.
For your information, he's my sponsor. Okay, I'm a property agent for 18 years. Okay, 18 years, 18 long years. I make a lot of money. Okay, but never do I experience a passive income that I make in Jeunesse in just 1 year. Okay, so okay, I start off, I'm a property agent 18 years. I joined Jeunesse in last September, 19 September. After I sponsored 3 persons, okay, then I left for a long holiday, 28 days in Europe. So when I was in London, I remember very clearly, when I was in London, I get connected, I received a Facebook message from my sponsor. You know what he write down there? He said, Mabel, time to come back. Your group is growing. Okay? So when I received this message, I did not do anything, so I ignored the message. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay? Because I don't know what he's talking about. So when I came back to Singapore, you know, he called me again, he told me, Mabel, check your wallet. Now I'm thinking, why he asked me to check my wallet? So whenever he teaches me how to go in, where to go in, so When I checked my wallet, surprisingly, I saw a figure that I don't believe. USD $1,300. So I just don't believe, because I never do anything. I was 28 days away, and actually I bought an investor package 1530. Within a month, when I'm not even working, I get back my capital. That was really amazing to me. So I started to look into this business. Okay, within 1.5 months, I got my Sapphire, and today I'm a Ruby. Like what Yvonne say, I'm a Ruby within 6 months. So, thank you. So being a Ruby, okay, I'm enjoying a passive income of 5-figure USD every month. Okay, it's really amazing to me. With my property investment, I will never receive this sort of passive income. First thing. Okay, but besides money, okay, my greatest joy in Jeunesse, okay, is because Jeunesse actually saved my friends. Okay, I have a very good friend of 25 years. When I started Jeunesse, I shared with her, and she told me, okay, she will join me. After she joined me, then I start to share a lot of testimony with her, you know, cancer, everything. So one fine day she told me, she said, Mabel, I have a friend who have nose cancer. I think I want to buy the reserve from you. So I said, okay. So I said, let me talk to your friend. She said, no, don't need to talk to my friend, just pass me the reserve. I said, okay. So I passed her the reserve. Do you know how many reserves she took from me? She took almost 20 boxes. 20 boxes. And 2 months later, this very good friend, almost like my sister, called me for lunch one day, and she told me, Mabel, I have a testimony for you. The person whom I told you that has nose cancer is none other but she herself. I tell you, when I listen, my tears just drop. Okay? Because I cannot afford to lose her. She's just like my sister that is around me 25 years. And why I'm so grateful to Jeunesse, because this product really save lives. It not only give you the money, okay, but it save life. And this is my greatest joy in Jeunesse. And this is the motivation why it drives me to continue to be in Jeunesse. Okay? So today, you know, whoever friends that is bringing me here, they spend the time and effort to invite you here to this opportunity to talk. I hope you all don't miss this opportunity, because if you're looking to live freely, to retire young, to bless your friend, Jeunesse is the platform. Please do not miss this opportunity. Thank you.
With such a happy heart. Okay, so I hope in the last hour or so you have seen something that can really help you or help your families. You know, it's okay if you don't understand this platform completely. That is totally okay, because this is a revolution. It's a brand new, that is trendy. But if you like to hear what you hear today, just turn to the people who invite you today and just show me how I get started. So with that, I'm going to turn the mic to our handsome Lincoln, because he has some good news for you. Do you like some good news? Yes. Okay, so let's welcome Lincoln back.
Can we put our hands together for Yvonne, Joanne, and our girlfriend? Listen, I really envy you, you know. The taxi uncle called me, Uncle like Hilolo. He called you our boy. But actually 5 months ago, things changed already. Tonight you all know my secret, because after using Jeunesse, right, people don't call me uncle anymore. Okay, as Singaporeans, right, we like freebies, we like we like free gifts. But tonight, very specially, just for all of you in this ballroom, I'm just going to share you on behalf of the company. When you come on as business partners or even as consumers with Jeunesse tonight, the company is going to give you more products for your own consumption, even or for you to share. So without further ado, allow me to just flash the slides. Any one of you tonight, you're going to sign an ambassador package. You have free 2 boxes of Reserve and 1 body renewal. Jumbo and Jumbo Reserve. The company is giving you another 1 free box of Reserve, 1 body renewal, and 1 cleanser. And for those of you who see the business, those of you who don't want to bother about your business for the next 1 year, take out the 1-year Jumbo. Tonight you have 2 free boxes of Reserve, 1 body renewal, and 1 cleanser. This are some terms and conditions. It's strictly from tonight 7:30 to 11 p.m. tonight. Okay? All your items you have to select delivery to your house and choose the delivery date from Friday onwards. Okay? And for your free gifts, after you sign up tonight, all the way to 11, you have the on-site collection of free gifts. So my dear friends, I'll leave you to your sponsors, your friends who have invited you tonight. And I know all of you came here on one very, very good reason. You trusted your friend. And from my heart, I really hope you have encountered something powerful. And I hope that this platform has not only changed my life for the last 5 months, and I hope it will change yours. So with that, I wish you all the best on this journey, and thank you for spending your lives with us for the last 2 hours or so. And on behalf of the company, thank you very much for your time again, and good night.